Hi everyone. Excuse me. I thought I would just show everyone the process as I'm setting up a new device here. I have a FitBit Flex which just arrived to me, and I've only done so far taking out of the box and getting it on my wrist. This one actually comes with two bands, a small band and a regular size band, and I'm on the small band. It does actually barely fit. The band's a little hard to work with, but I'll show you that at some other point. But I did get it on my wrist, and I'm excited to set it up here. It comes also with a little dongle that attaches, which is basically a wireless device that communicates with the Flex. And it also has a charger, so the charger is separate, but both of those are USB devices that connect up to it. Anyway, I've got it to the point where I actually need to configure information about myself. So what I'll show you here is just briefly, you set up a Fitbit device, you pick your, you download the PC or Mac software to install on your computer. I've installed it and now made the initial connection with the device over the wireless dongle. So it walks you through that, and that's pretty straightforward there. But now I'm going to go to the dashboard and actually start configuring some information about me. Any moment now. There we go. Alright, so now this is the dashboard, and really I'm just looking at this for the very first time myself, so I don't know what I'll find here, but it looks like it's pretty straightforward. It's going to ask me about setting various goals, and I think let's go ahead and try to establish some goals maybe. So let's say I have a goal of 10,000 steps. Well, that sounds pretty reasonable. So I think these are just daily goals. You can't actually you can't actually configure them on a per day basis. So I'm going to actually just leave that as a default. 5 miles a day between walking and running sounds pretty reasonable. We'll leave that. And then you can apparently set a calorie goal that you're burning. Now I'm not sure that I've already entered my information about my age and that I'm a woman and my height and my weight and all that. So it's already able to calculate, I think, what my general daily calorie needs might be, and I don't know, we'll see over time if it gets more intelligent about how it does that based on my activity level and so forth. And then I'm not sure what the active score is, so let's take a quick look at that. I see. So of my steps, I'm guessing this is supposed to be about 1,000 active steps, whatever that means, or active moments. We'll leave it at that. So I'm going to leave everything at the defaults right now. And it looks like you can set weekly and monthly goals too. Or maybe we're just looking at the overall summary, I guess, for that. So right now we don't have anything to show because it's all brand new. But it does look pretty cool. And I'm not sure again what it will recognize here. Now the nice thing is, while I have the dongle in, it will actually sync anytime I'm within about 20 feet or so of my computer, so that should be fairly frequently for me. This I don't know. I think this is going to have to be manually entered, my weight, because that I don't see changing. That's not something that's going to be measuring, and at least for me it's not going to be changing much. And then of course I'll be very curious to see what the sleep and awake time looks like, so we'll see how that goes over the next few days. But all in all, here's the layout. It's actually pretty straightforward. It looks like you can earn some badges. Let's take a quick look to see what kind of badges you can earn. I haven't gotten any yet, but maybe it doesn't show me where I can actually see what the badges are anywhere. Log. And that's interesting. So you can enter your food information manually. And that would be very good if you're trying to, be specific about nutrition plan. So I could see that being very beneficial at certain points of the year for me and for anybody. I'm just going to look through these activities. Oh, swimming. I want to know about swimming, so that's going to be good. Running and biking, etc. These are going to be great. I can't wait to actually try this out. Maybe that'll be one of the nice things that'll make me stay active or keep me inspired to stay active and monitor my progress in these different activities. Sleep. Okay, let's look at sleep real quick. Alright, so it looks like I've got to enter in some of my sleep information. And I wonder how that's going to turn out, but we'll see. We'll see. That could be not terribly successful. Okay, this is a little journaling thing. Here's my mood and so forth. Little daily entry if you want. Okay. And I don't have a regular, the old style Fitbit, so I don't know how this compares to the prior version, the Fitbit Ultra. But this may be fairly similar. Blood pressure, glucose. Okay, so those are all things that if you're tracking all of this, it would be nice to have it centralized in one location. So I could see this being very helpful. I don't really track any of that right now myself, at least not on a regular basis. Let's take a quick look at community. And we'll just see what's going on here. Yeah, so this is the general community, I believe. That's for everybody who has some type of a Fitbit. And it will be interesting to see what people talk about in here. Alright, century mark, ladies group. It's interesting. Looking like good stuff. Definitely, if you're trying to get motivated to do something, this might be a great way to do it. Speaking of, I really ought to go on my run today. So I should do that while I still can. So I'm going to make this end up in just a minute. I want to look at premium real quickly. Okay, so premium looks like there's some additional tracking mechanisms and reporting. Looks like based on what you're paying for. And that $50, I don't know, that could be a good price point depending on what you get for it, but it's kind of hard to say that, at least looking right now. Again, once I have some data a couple weeks from now, I think it'll be more helpful to look back at this. Activity report. I see. Interesting. Sleep report. And again, I don't know if this is all based on the self-reported information. Trainer. Okay, this sounds like you could get some sort of, so you get fitness plans, activity assessments, adapts. That's very interesting, especially for someone who doesn't have a background in sort of planning your own fitness workouts. So that could be very helpful. And then I guess you can take all of this information and save it and do whatever you want with it, which is always a good thing. Certainly in the digital health space, if you're talking about digital health devices, what you can do with the data is always very critical. So anyway, this is my quick first look, and I'm sorry if this is repetitive info to some of you who have Fitbits already. This is honestly the first time I've looked at it, and it looks very interesting. I'm curious to see how the Flex will fit into my lifestyle. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back in a few weeks' time with an update. Bye.